Quote Retreat by Sandor. One quote, one reflection, one thought that could bring a moment of light and energy to your day. Join me as we take a look at today's quote. The quote is by Byron Katie, born 1942. It reads, "Do you want to meet the love of your life? Look in the mirror." Let's take a moment together to explore the messages within this quote. Self-love as the ultimate relationship hack? That's what spiritual teacher Byron Katie discovered after hitting rock bottom in a halfway house. And her insight has transformed thousands of lives since then.
You know what fascinates me about Katie's journey? She went from being unable to leave her bedroom for years to developing this revolutionary approach to inner peace.
Well, that's exactly what makes her message so powerful. When she talks about looking in the mirror to find the love of your life, it comes from this profound personal transformation. She went from lying on the floor in despair to helping millions find self-acceptance.
That kind of dramatic shift makes you wonder, what exactly happened in that halfway house moment?
So here's what's fascinating. She describes this moment of complete clarity where she realized that when she believed her thoughts about how life should be, she suffered. But when she questioned those thoughts, the suffering lifted. It led her to develop the work. These 4 simple questions that help people examine their beliefs.
And this was back in 1986, right? Long before the self-help industry exploded?
Exactly. And what's interesting is, while most self-help approaches focus on changing yourself or becoming better, Katie's method is actually about accepting who you are right now. It's like she completely flipped the script on personal development.
That must have seemed pretty radical at the time. How does this mirror quote fit into her larger philosophy?
Well, it's the cornerstone of her teaching. When she says, "Look in the mirror," she's not just talking about physical reflection. She's inviting us to truly see ourselves without judgment. And get this, in her workshops, she's observed that the most painful relationships people have are often with themselves.
The way she combines practical tools with deep wisdom is remarkable. How do you think this applies in our current social media age?
Oh my gosh, it's more relevant now than ever. Think about it. We're spending hours scrolling through carefully curated versions of other people's lives, constantly comparing ourselves. Katie's message is like an antidote to this digital age anxiety.
So what makes her approach different from typical self-help advice?
Well, for one thing, she doesn't tell you to fight negative thoughts or replace them with positive affirmations. Instead, she guides people through this process of questioning their beliefs. Like, if you think, "I'm not good enough," she helps you investigate whether that's true.
That sounds both simple and terrifying at the same time.
You know what's interesting? In her workshops, she's found that people often laugh when they realize how long they've believed something that isn't true. It's like this weightlifting, when you see through these old stories you've been telling yourself.
Tell me more about how this transforms relationships with others.
So here's what's fascinating. Katie has documented countless cases where people's external relationships dramatically improved once they developed self-love. When you're not looking to others to fill some void or validate you, you can be present and give love freely.
That's such a different perspective from the usual find your soulmate narrative.
Right. And what's really powerful is the research backing this up. Studies in positive psychology have shown that self-compassion is a better predictor of healthy relationships than self-esteem. Katie somehow intuited this decades ago.
How has this understanding changed your perspective on relationships?
Well, I've noticed that when I'm practicing self-acceptance, I'm less reactive in relationships. I don't take things as personally. And here's something surprising. I've become better at setting boundaries because I value myself more.
That sounds like real freedom, not being dependent on others for your sense of worth.
Exactly. And what's remarkable is how Katie has maintained this consistent message while reaching people through different mediums: books, workshops, online sessions. The core truth remains: the love we're seeking is already within us.
Looking toward the future, how do you think these ideas will continue to evolve?
You know what's exciting? As mental health becomes less stigmatized and more people embrace inner work, Katie's methods are being integrated into various therapeutic approaches. Her simple but profound message about self-love might just be what our increasingly disconnected world needs most.
That brings us full circle to the mirror quote. It contains the essence of her entire teaching.
It does. And what I find most hopeful is that it's not just a nice saying. It's backed by decades of documented transformations. When Katie says, "Look in the mirror," she's offering us a key to unlock our happiness right here, right now.
With that, we conclude this exciting episode. If you enjoyed this episode, I'd appreciate a like and a comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Your support truly helps this channel grow. See you again tomorrow. Yours, Sandor.